Okay, tonight we're going to learn how to create a conference, which is an activity that allows the students to comment in real time in an ongoing discussion. If you have used today's Meet, it's similar to that, where that instant messaging is just happening at a consistent pace. So, one way to utilize this tool is using the um, Wonder Series essential questions. So, I've opened third grade's weekly essential question here, um, called What Can Traditions Teach You About Cultures? So, this is the essential question for the weekly concept. So, what I would see myself using this for is to create this conference with that question, and as I'm reading about these sharing traditions, giving pause so that kids can respond and keep that engagement throughout the reading, or allow them to read through one time or make predictions about this comment. What can traditions teach you about cultures? Okay, write what you first think and then come back to the question after they've read and respond again. There's so many different ways you can utilize this conference tool that it'd be way too long to list all the ways, but this is just one concept and one way to do it. So we'll start with this essential question. And again, this is a weekly concept, not the big idea for the whole unit. So let's get going in its learning to show how to do this. Since I built the last thing in my tree, this time I'm going to go to my planner. I'll try and go back and forth so I keep consistent with until everybody's comfortable with building it in either location. So the last thing we built was the creative thinking page, and that allowed us to put the poll. And hopefully you did that with your class and it was successful and they loved seeing the breakout of whichever question you asked them to answer. And I hope that motivated you to continue using that as a tool. This time we're going to create an activity. So we're going to add an activity and we need to create it. So conference, this is a real-time discussion. So click that and I'm going to title it, What Can Traditions Teach Us About Cultures? And I'm going to, the description here, type, record, or video your response at the appropriate time given by the teacher. That would be important if you're going to have them do this at different periods of time, where you say, everybody give your prediction, go. Everyone give your idea, go. We're going to find places in the text where you stop and give them a specific question. You might even have 3 questions listed here. And as you get to that point in the text, say, okay, we're going to answer question 1. Okay, we're going to answer question 2. Okay, we're going to answer question 3. And then you have that ongoing, quick, formative, who's understanding what you're asking and who's not. So we are going to we're going to do text-based chat because we want the whole class to participate. And the conference with video, sound, and text is only 10 participants. So you could do tables if you wanted to do the maximum and do the conference. You could have, the table talk where you've got 5 tables engaging in that with one person's computer. So for this example, I'm going to use the text-based chat and we're going to say save. And there it is. So when you click on that, it tells you right here, 50 participants. I'm now here, and you're going to see as your kids access it from their dashboard who all is in the participant list. They can change the color. Of course, prior to doing this the first time, you want to set up expectations of what happens when someone types something that's not appropriate. What happens, it does say who's saying what, and it is recorded. So there's an important step that needs to happen before you just say go on this type of tool. I'm just going to type in something and show you what it looks like. So you may very well have a kid who does that exact thing. So you might, discuss what's appropriate, what's not before you ever get them started. So from their course dashboard, when they log in, what they're going to see is that page you made, if you made another one for this week, and then the activity is what is this discussion. So there's going to be some of that discussion with teaching them how and what these different icons look like, and you also saying, this is what we're going to do today when you establish that during your morning routine or when you decide to integrate this. So that is how you set up a conference.